Welcome back to Old Charles. Do you have a 10-cent coin from 1972 in your collection or maybe hidden in a drawer? You might be surprised to find out how much it's worth today. Stick around as we dive into the fascinating history, condition factors, and market value of the 1972 Australian 10-cent coin. Australia 10-cent coin, 1972 value, history, worth. The 10-cent coin has been part of Australia's decimal currency system since 1966, when the country transitioned from pounds, shillings, and pence to dollars and cents. The 10-cent piece replaced the old 1 shilling coin, keeping the same size and weight. Now let's focus on 1972, a year when Australia was adjusting to changes after the introduction of decimal currency just 6 years earlier. In 1972, the Royal Australian Mint in Canberra produced around 22.8 million 10-cent coins. While that might sound like a lot, it's actually one of the lower mintages for the decade, making this coin a little more interesting to collectors. The design of the 1972 10-cent coin remains iconic and unchanged for decades. On the obverse side, you'll find the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, sculpted by Arnold Machin. This version of the Queen was used on Australian coins from 1966 to 1984. Flip the coin and you'll see a beautiful image of a superb lyrebird, a native Australian bird known for its incredible ability to mimic sounds. The detailed feathers and elegant stance make this one of the most admired designs in Australian coinage. This artwork was designed by Stuart Devlin, who also created many other Australian coin designs. Just like with any collectible coin, the value of a 1972 10-cent piece depends largely on its condition. Let's break it down by coin grades. If your coin has been used in everyday transactions but is still in decent shape, it may fetch between $0.30 to $1 AUD. If it has minimal signs of wear, you're looking at around $2 to $5 AUD. In pristine, untouched condition, these coins can go for $8 to $20 AUD, depending on the buyer and demand. Want to know your coin's grade? Use a magnifying glass and look for wear on the Queen's hair and the lyrebird's feathers. Now here's where things get exciting. Some 1972 10-cent coins come with minting errors that can greatly increase their value. Off-center strikes ***, die cracks ***, double strikes, or doubling on the lettering ***. These error coins can sell for $50 to even $150 AUD, depending on the rarity and type of error. Let's summarize the current market value for the 1972 Australian 10-cent coin. You can check recent sales on platforms like eBay, coin forums, or contact local coin dealers for more accurate appraisals. The 1972 10-cent coin may not make you rich overnight, but it's a fascinating piece of Australia's coinage history, especially if found in excellent condition or with a rare minting error. So, dig into those old jars, check your coin collections, and see if you're holding on to a hidden gem. Let's go back in time to understand the story behind the 1972 Australian 10-cent coin. Australia introduced decimal currency on February 14, 1966, replacing the old pounds, shillings, and pence system with dollars and cents. As part of this shift, the 10-cent coin was introduced to take the place of the pre-decimal 1 shilling coin, and interestingly, both coins shared similar size and metal composition, which made the transition smoother for the public. The 10-cent coin featured a portrait of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse, and on the reverse, a beautifully detailed lyrebird, one of Australia's most fascinating native birds. This bird is known not just for its elegant tail feathers, but for its remarkable ability to mimic natural and man-made sounds. In 1972, the Royal Australian Mint struck approximately 22.8 million of these 10-cent coins. While that may sound like a large number, it was actually lower compared to other high-production years like 1971 or 1974, making the 1972 issue a bit more appealing to collectors. There were no major design changes that year, but coins from the early 1970s, including 1972, are becoming increasingly collectible, especially in higher grades or uncirculated condition. While the 1972 10-cent coin might seem ordinary at first glance, it actually represents an important piece of Australia's decimal history and remains a nostalgic coin for many Australians today. Now, let's talk about condition, one of the most important factors that determines the value of your 1972 Australian 10-cent coin. When collectors or dealers assess a coin, they use a system called coin grading, which ranks the coin based on how much wear and tear it has. Let's go through the most common grades you'll come across for circulated coins. These coins have heavy wear. The details of the queen's hair or the lyrebird's feathers are mostly flat or smoothed out. In this condition, your coin's value is mostly face value, 10 cents, maybe slightly more to a collector. Here, the coin shows signs of circulation, but the design is still clear. You can still see feather details on the lyrebird and some hairlines on the queen. Coins in this range can be worth between $0.30 and $1 AUD. Minimal signs of wear, usually just on the highest points. These coins are great for entry-level collectors and might sell for $2 to $5 AUD. This is where it gets exciting. If your coin has no signs of wear, full luster, and sharp strike details, it's considered uncirculated or mint state. These can sell for $8 to $20 AUD, sometimes even more if perfectly preserved. Use a magnifying glass to check for high point wear, the queen's cheek and hair, or the lyrebird's feathers. These areas wear down first. If you're unsure how to grade your coin, consider comparing it to certified images online or take it to a local coin dealer for a quick evaluation.